everyone. Just finishing up this attack. 80 something percent, not the best. Oh, look at that, we're live. Let me make sure I put on Do Not Disturb. There we go. Alright, so yeah, so basically just ask me if you're struggling to decide between two cosmetics. Just put it in the chat. What's up, Doom? Put it in the chat and I will try to give you the best feedback to help you decide which two cosmetics you should buy. Gotta remember to request for Clan Castle troops. Hello, Thisara. The Wanamin. Hello, what's up? Welcome to the stream, guys. Hello, Alex. Welcome. Hello, Ramesh. Thisara asks, 9th Clashiversary Scenery or 10th Clashiversary Scenery? That's a good one. So, let's take a look at the 9th Clashiversary. Here it is. So, this one is one of the most flashy sceneries. It's sort of a dark scenery, but also bright at the same time because it's at night, but it's like a party. So this is a very good scenery. It does not have custom tiles. It does not have custom boats, but the boat is in like this little pool. The Master Boater's boat is actually hidden behind that that little 5 during raid weekend, which is kind of annoying. I've never noticed that. Obviously the forge and the airship isn't different, but this scenery is a very good scenery. It would probably be in the A tier for me. If we compare it to the 10th Clashiversary, here it is, 10th Clashiversary. This one, you can actually zoom out further on this one. So if that's something that you like, this would be a point for the 10th Clashiversary scenery. This one has a lot going on. It's very cool because it's going around the last 10 years of Clash of Clans as you go around the edge. This one also does not have custom tiles. I believe they both have custom music. This one is also A tier for me. So they're totally different styles. So I would say pick whichever style you like more. If you like the dimmer but more flashy scenery, go with the 9th Clashiversary. If you like the more chill, but I don't know how you would describe this, like a scenic, like a fun recap of the Clash of Clans history with some cool Easter eggs, then I would go with this one. But they're both in the A tier for me. If I had to pick right now, if I could only buy one of these, I would probably go with the 10th Clashiversary scenery. Just because I like the theme of it more than the 9th Clashiversary scenery. So summer or primal scenery. And these can also be skins, just to clarify. I'm fine, like if you do all sceneries, that's totally fine, but it can be skins or scenery. So summer or primal. So summer, I'm just looking if you can zoom out more on any of these, because I know some sceneries you're able to zoom out further. Man, I hate the way they organize these. So it looks like you can zoom out about the same on both of them. So the summer scenery, I really like the vibe of this scenery. I like the sandy look of both of the custom tiles on these sceneries. So the summer scenery is probably A tier, maybe S tier. I don't know. I really do like the summer scenery. The summer scenery, actually both sceneries have a ton of Easter eggs. This one's got custom boats. Does the primal scenery have custom boats? Primal. Yeah, so they both have custom boats. I don't think either of them have custom music. Let me just double check this for you. So Primal and Summer. Excuse me. Yeah, it doesn't look like any of them have custom music. They both have that kind of that sandy feel. Obviously the beach scenery or the summer scenery is more like a beach theme. So if you want my opinion, I would say Primal. I just like the theme of the Primal more. I like the look of it, the overall vibe. But the summer is such a good scenery. It's got a lot going on, a lot of fun Easter eggs. So it really comes down to which theme you like more. Do you like, you know, the more, obviously the Primal theme, or do you like the warmer, sunny, you know, it's a little bit brighter theme scenery with more water, more green, I would say. But personally, I would pick Primal. And Epic Jungle. Here, let me answer. So, yeah, so AK Gaming, I did hear about the Shadow Scenery coming back. Because that won the vote between Twitter and YouTube. They combined the votes. And so the Shadow Scenery is apparently going to come back. I don't think they should do this for every scenery, because I think people like some sceneries to be exclusive. But it is kind of exciting that people that miss the Shadow Scenery can buy it now. Let's do the epic. No, wait, that's not a if. Should I buy this or this? So now, because we're on the Primal Scenery, we'll talk about the Primal or the Shadow Scenery. So right off the bat, I'll say most players are gonna say Shadow Scenery. That's just a fan favorite scenery. Personally, I like the Primal Scenery more. Let's look at the Shadow Scenery. So this, if you like the darker, like night mode, Shadow Scenery 100%. The Shadow Scenery is a very cool scenery. I love the color scheme, like the black, teal, and orange. It's got the purple down here too. But really what you want to look at is, do you like the dark theme or do you like the lighter theme? And personally, I always say that I like night mode, but I like the vibe of the Primal Scenery more than the Shadow Scenery, so I would go with the Primal Scenery. But it's again, it's always personal preference. I think the Shadow Scenery would give more value because it has custom music, and it is really good custom music. So Shadow Scenery would definitely give more value, but I recommend Primal Scenery. It depends whether you like the lighter theme or the darker theme. Hello Foodie Gang, what's up? Alright, so anybody else got have two cosmetics that they want help deciding between? I can even, if you just want to see cosmetics, like people are saying, like, do you want the Tiger Mountain? I can just go around the scenery, and that way you can get a good look at it in case it comes back, and then it'll help you decide whether you actually want it or not. But we can do Epic Jungle versus Snowday Scenery. So this one, I think I already know what my answer is going to be. So Epic Jungle, my problem with this scenery is it's very empty. Like, we've got this statue, kind of this structure up at the top. That's one single thing up there. We've got this market down at the bottom with the stairs. So this side is filled in pretty well. The bottom has got a big open water. Obviously the boats are there too, with the two goblin statues on this side. But then starting from here, it's like nothing, 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 nothing. There's a little bit of a bridge. There's nothing. Oh, there's something in the background, but there's nothing. It's pretty much all bare all the way until we get back to this structure. It just seems super empty to me. So I don't think you're getting much value out of this. Let me double check. I think it has custom music. Yes, okay, so it does have custom music. I don't remember if it was just like jungle sounds or if it was actual music, but you also don't have any custom boats. No custom tiles. This one just doesn't give you much value at all. And you were comparing it to the Snowday scenery. So Snowday, I can tell you for a fact, it does have custom music. I believe it's the same as the epic winter music. But this one's got custom boats, custom tiles. This one is a lot darker. Not a lot. It's quite a bit dimmer than the epic jungle scenery. So if you like that night feeling, this one is definitely a lot better. But this one is very filled in. It's filled in well, but it's not too noisy. It's got plenty of stuff at the top. It's got that castle with a bunch of buildings next to it. It's got the maze up here with some kind of, I actually don't know what that is, that wooden door, some houses up there. We've got a little village. Well, it's actually mainly just one house with some little tents right here. We've got some boats. The builder base boats are right there, and then we've got a little village down at the bottom. So this one's filled in so much better than the epic jungle. Yeah, they both have custom music, but it has custom boats and custom tiles. 100% I would recommend Snowday scenery over the epic jungle scenery. So let's see, where do we leave off? Hog Mountain or epic jungle. So we just talked about the epic jungle. It's very empty. It really doesn't give much value at all, and personally I'm not even a big fan of just the vibe and the scenery overall. If we're going to compare it to Hog Mountain is filled in a lot more. Up at the top left, there's not, I mean, it's basically the same thing. It's just these rock pillars. We've got a little forest up there, but not much variety up in the top left, similar to the epic jungle. On the bottom, we've got this little market, like a fish market next to the water. We've got a dock here. It's pretty empty right there. And then we've got an, actually, I don't know what this is. Like, I don't know, where they train for martial arts or something. It's not a dojo though, because the dojo is right here. But we've got this dojo up here with the two hog statues. There isn't actually that much going on. Like, there's an empty space up here. It's a bit more filled in than the epic jungle scenery. It also does not have any custom tiles or custom boats. Let's check if it has custom music. It does not have custom music, so the epic jungle gets a point for that. So these are pretty even. If music doesn't matter a lot to you, I would recommend Hog Mountain. But if music matters, epic jungle has custom music. Other than that, they're pretty even, but personally I like the look, like the overall look of Hog Mountain more than the epic jungle scenery. So I would probably recommend Hog Mountain. Again, they are pretty close, so the final decision should be whatever you think is better. Whichever one you like more. I would just, if you look at this scenery right here, Hog Mountain zoomed out, like, take a good look at this. And then if we switch to epic jungle, and then you take a good look at this, like, which one of those looks better to you? And that's the one that I would pick, because most of the time you're seeing your scenery is when you're zoomed out like this, when you're like looking around your village and stuff. So that's how I would make your decision. Do I have all the sceneries? Yes, I do, because I gotta make these videos for you guys, so I gotta have all the sceneries. So we did that. Let's do Clashy Constructs versus Pumpkin Graveyard. So Clashy Constructs, the very first scenery, is obviously not going to be as... it's not going to have as many features. It's not going to be as complex. If I could ever find this. Why is it all the way at the end? I don't know. But it's not going to have as many features as the other sceneries. I don't think it has any custom music. So no custom music, no custom tiles, no custom boats. But I do like the theme. The problem is, like I said, it doesn't have features and it's pretty empty in a lot of places. Like up here at the top, it's mostly just forest. There's little things here and there. There's little clearings with like an axe and a stump. There's this house here. But then like here's another just spot of forests, and then there's a bunch of just trees down at the bottom. So there's not a lot going on. It does have some fun Easter eggs like the Archer Queen down here. I believe this is like the Master Builder's house. It's got these giant gears and everything. There's the banana down on the dock, but there's not a ton going on and it doesn't have a lot of features. And we're comparing that to... I forgot. Pumpkin Graveyard. Okay, so Pumpkin Graveyard. Pumpkin Graveyard is filled in very well, but it's pretty repetitive. There's hundreds of pumpkins. I guess it's not super repetitive, but pretty much every part of the scenery has pumpkins. We've got pumpkins all along the shore, but it's not. So it's got like these different buildings. It's got a well right there. The graveyard is right up here. And then we've got this house. We've got this Barbarian King statue, and then the big pumpkin house at the top with the greenish, tealish waterfall. So this one, first, like right off the bat, it's got custom tiles, custom music. It's filled in a lot better. So Pumpkin Graveyard is definitely better value. It does not have custom boats, but it's also a darker theme. So if you like that darker theme, that's another point for Pumpkin Graveyard. I would highly recommend Pumpkin Graveyard over the Clashy Construct scenery. Do you know when they're going to re-release these skins? Do you mean these sceneries? If you mean sceneries, we don't know for sure when they're going to release sceneries, except for they kind of hinted at releasing the shadow scenery, and they posted a poll on their channel, Clash of Clans, talking about or they did two polls. The first one was the shadow scenery won. The second poll, it looks like the primal scenery is in the lead right now. So we're probably going to get Shadow and Primal back in-game, but we don't know when they're coming. So, let's see. What's next? We've done... College Contracts versus Pumpkin Graveyard. Summer Scenery versus Epic Jungle. Summer Scenery versus Epic Jungle Scenery. So, Summer Scenery is... We talked about this a little bit earlier. This is probably A tier for me. It's got custom boats, custom tiles. It does not have custom music. But this one is a very sunny, bright, sandy, ocean, beach vibe scenery. If you like that vibe, this one is definitely a great scenery. It's got a lot going on. It's got some fun Easter eggs. Again, it's not quite S tier. It might be S tier, but it's really close between A and S tier for me. But I do really like the vibe of this scenery versus the Epic Jungle. Epic Jungle is not the best scenery. It's just pretty empty. Doesn't have custom anything, except it has a little bit of custom music. So I would definitely recommend the Summer Scenery over the Epic Jungle Scenery. Maybe Shadow in January, possibly. I don't know when they would bring them back. They didn't really say. They just said they would put out, they would just ask people what they wanted. Hopefully they have a winter scenery for Christmas. So pumpkin graveyard or spooky scenery. So pumpkin graveyard, we talked about this just a second ago. It's pretty filled in. It's got a lot of pumpkins. It's got custom tiles, custom music. Does not have custom boats. So this is all like a greenish teal vibe. If you like the Halloween vibe, this one is definitely a good scenery. We're comparing it to the spooky. Okay, so these are both Halloween sceneries. They've both got about the same vibe. Let's look at the spooky scenery. We can go back and forth. Spooky scenery is a totally different theme though. So the spooky scenery, the village is... Okay, first of all, you can zoom out way further with the spooky scenery than the pumpkin graveyard. So technically you're getting more content for your dollar or your euro or your rupee or whatever currency you use. So it's one giant island attached to all these smaller islands with a bunch of houses representing all different types of troops. But it's got the same, I believe they're the same tiles, similar music. I can't remember if they're exactly this. I think they're slightly different. The music is almost the same, but slightly different. So overall, he's got the same vibe as the pumpkin graveyard. I guess technically you could argue that this has empty space, but it doesn't really count because it's just air. So I would not call it empty space. But if we compare this to the pumpkin graveyard, I think it's probably whichever theme you like more. Do you like the pumpkin graveyard theme, or do you like the islands with all the troop buildings, and then like the empty, foggy abyss? I personally would recommend spooky scenery. I just think the scenery looks way better. You can zoom out further. You've got custom boats. I didn't mention that. Spooky scenery does have custom boats, and pumpkin graveyard does not have custom boats. So I would recommend spooky, but again, whichever one you like more. Tharuka, what's up? Prince Louis the Fourth, you're welcome. Let's see what was next. Okay, so I compared both Halloween ones. A lot of people were asking for that. Alright, Champion Queen versus Magic Queen. Where's the queen? Where's the queen? There's the queen. Okay, Champion Queen versus the Magic Queen. So Champion Queen. Okay, so these are both legendaries. These are actually the only two skins that don't have X-bows. Instead, they have the long bows. So the Champion Queen is more of a classic looking skin. The Magic Queen is man, what's the word? She's like much more, I guess, of an adventurous themed skin. Like, she's obviously magical. She's got like the white eyes, the pure white hair, the pure white X-bow, or the longbow, I guess. The Champion Queen, so they both do have visual effects. She's got like the fire effects with the sparks flying off of her bow. The Magic Queen has the particle effects all around her all the time. I think that's pretty much the only visual effect she has. Let me double check. So the Champion Queen, let me tell you how many animations and sound effects and visual effects they all have. if I've recorded this. Hopefully I did. It's going to be embarrassing if I didn't. I'm just waiting for this to load up. So Champion Queen has got 100% custom animations. She's got quite a few visual effects. And she has almost 100% custom sound effects, except for her knockout. Okay. Magic Queen. Okay, good. I recorded this. She has 100% custom animations. She has a few visual effects, so not as many as the Champion Queen. And she has almost 100% custom sound effects, except she's missing her knockout sound effect and her ability sound effect. So objectively, the Champion Queen would be a better skin. It's got more features, more effects, but the Magic Queen, I guess it depends which one you like more. Because the Magic Queen, like, I would probably prefer the Champion Queen just because I like the design better. But I can see how people would like the Magic Queen more than the Champion Queen. Maybe we'll take them both into an attack. Yeah, I think they're both worthy competitors. So the Champion Queen is a really cool attack. She does spawn custom troops, so I will give the Champion Queen another point for custom troops because I don't like the white hair on the archers for the Magic Queen. Let's grab the Champion Queen real quick. Do a quick attack. So personally, I think I would pick the Magic Queen. If I had to pick only one, I would go with... No, wait, did I say Magic Queen? I would go with Champion Queen. And she also has a custom ability visual effects. I like the troops better. I like the vibe better. Personally, I would pick Champion Queen. But if you like the Magic Queen more, definitely go with the Magic Queen. I just don't like her design as much. Alright. So, let's see. We've done Champion Queen versus Magic Queen. Spooky or Shadow Scenery. Alright, so we're on the Spooky Scenery. This one is S tier for me. I really like this scenery. Custom boats, custom tiles, custom music. And I just like the overall theme of this scenery. It's got all the houses for all the troops. Still, I'm not 100% sure about this house. I've gotten lots of comments. People are very confident that's the giant's house. I still don't understand on the top where he's got this little castle with the lounge chair and the umbrella. But it's got all these houses. It's got all the floating islands, which looks really, really cool. It's got that 3D effect. I forgot to mention. It's got the parallax 3D effect with a lot of these islands. Versus shadow scenery. So people love the shadow scenery. I am not as big of a fan. So this one does have custom boats, custom music, custom tiles. It does have a little bit of that 3D effect. There's this island on the left that kind of has that effect. On the right side, it also has a little statue right there in the foreground. You cannot zoom out as far in the shadow scenery, so technically the spooky scenery is giving you more content. Excuse me. So this one is darker, so if you want a darker scenery, this one is the one to go for. But the spooky scenery is a pretty dark scenery. It's a lot darker than normal sceneries. So they are both pretty close as far as the dimness goes and how bright they are. Personally, I would pick the spooky scenery over the shadow scenery. I just like the look of the spooky scenery more. And I like how you can zoom out further. So I would go with spooky, but if you like shadow more, if you like the really dark theme, go with shadow. Yeah, I wish, so Davian's Life, I wish they did some Clash Royale themed skins go with the Clash Royale scenery. That would be amazing. They could easily do the Clash Royale king as the barbarian king. They could do like the princess. That would be kind of, I don't know if that would be weird or not. Doing a princess queen. I don't know what else they could do. Maybe like a monk grand warden. They could do. What could they do for the royal champion? I don't have Clash Royale on my phone right now, so I can't really pull it up. But yeah, they could definitely do some skins. They could make a Royale set. I wonder how many years Clash Royale has been out. Because maybe for the Clash Royale anniversary, they could do some skins. So Clash Royale launched in 2016 on March 2nd. So maybe they could do it for 2026 is too far away to do the 10th anniversary. Maybe they could just do it in March for their, what would that be? 6th anniversary? I don't know if I'm doing that math right. But yeah, I would love that. All right. Clockwork King or Clockwork Queen? That's a good one. Clockwork King and Clockwork Queen. So they're both pretty similar as far as like how many effects they have. So Clockwork Queen has 100% custom animations. She has 0 visual effects, and she has 100% custom sound effects except for her ability. The King has 100% custom animation, same as the Queen, no visual effects, same as the Queen, and 100% sound effects except for his ability. So objectively, these are equal skins. 100% equal. So then it would really come down to the design. So I would pick the King over the Queen. I feel like King skins are generally better than the Queen skins. I don't know why. Just for me, they look better. Like I think it's just the look of the Queen, like maybe her face design. Like the eye shape kind of looks weird. I think the King just looks a lot better than the Queen skin as far as the design goes. The Queen is a very good skin, but I would definitely pick the Clockwork King over the Queen. That's just my opinion. But pick whichever one you like more. Bandit as Royal Champion. Would that work? I mean, that would sort of work. Yeah, I guess that could work. I don't know what the ability would be, but that's probably... yeah, that might work. Hey Wolf, what's up? Okay, Lunar Scenery or Snowday Scenery. Well, actually, let's do this one real quick from Wicked Productions. Do King versus Warden, because we're on the King right now. So King versus Warden, Clockwork. So I think again, like the Warden design is sort of similar to the Queen. They've got the purple. They've got kind of the same shaped body. They've both got something on their chest. She is a target. He is the gem. So I think again, because they're similar, I still like the King more than the Warden. The Warden actually used to be my favorite Clockwork skin. But then it kind of, my opinion kind of shifted to the King. So yeah, I think I like the King more. Let me check the objective stats on the Warden real quick. Actually, let me give you those. So 100% custom animations. He has a few visual effects, which gives him some points, and almost 100% sound effects except for his ability, which is the same as the King. So the only advantage the Clockwork Warden has are the visual effects. You can see the visual effects on the end of his staff. He's got like that Tesla electricity. So that is, if you're looking for objective like stats, this one, the Warden, is better. But subjectively, my opinion is the King is better. Okay, now let's go back to Lunar Scenery or Snowday Scenery. So Tiger Mountain Scenery is what you are referring to by the... Wait, were there 2 Lunar Sceneries? I guess Hog Mountain was also a Lunar Scenery, right? Was it or was it not? You can clarify. Mohammed, are you talking about the Hog Mountain or the Tiger Mountain? Because I want to make sure I'm rating the right one. I'm assuming you mean Tiger. So let's look at Snowday first while I wait for that response. So Snowday, this one is S tier for me. I really like this scenery. Just the icy vibe. So we've got like the blue contrasting with the orange looks really good. Okay, Tiger Mountain, sweet. Yeah, S tier. I love the vibe. It's got that 3D effect also. It's got custom boats. Yeah, there's that 3D effect. Custom boats, custom music, custom tiles. It's got the parallax effect over here. Excellent scenery. One of my favorite sceneries. I don't know why, but when I think of a scenery, I think of Snowday. When I think of a skin, I think of Ice King. I don't know why. But yeah, excellent scenery. Tiger Mountain. Custom tiles, custom boats. It does not have custom music. And it does not have the 3D effect. So, objectively, it's not as good as the Snowday scenery. But it is still a good scenery. I think it's not as... I don't know. I feel like certain parts of the scenery are kind of empty. Like, I feel like the Snowday scenery is giving you more value as far as, like, how much it has in it. I like the vibe of the Snowday scenery more. This one is very dark on the outer edges, which is not bad, but I feel like I just can't see everything as well. And it contrasts a lot with the brightness of the village part of the scenery. I think they're both very good sceneries. This one is probably A tier for me, whereas Snowday is S tier. Snowday definitely gives more value, and I like it more. So I would recommend Snowday scenery over the Tiger Mountain scenery. Alright, Primal Scenery release date, no clue. Because they're probably going to bring Shadow Scenery back first and then Primal Scenery. So, yeah, I don't know. Headhunter as RC? Wait, what? How would that work? Cause, well, I mean, the Headhunter's not even in Clash Royale. I think that's what you're talking about. I don't know. Okay, Primal Gladiator versus Magic Gladiator? Are you talking about the... Wait, I'm confused. Harun, please elaborate on that. Primal Gladiator versus Magic Gladiator? Which hero are you talking about? Magic versus Spooky. So, I think I already know what my answer is going to be, but let's look at Magic. So, Magic or Epic Magic? I mean, you said Magic, so we're doing Magic. Magic is super basic. It's kind of like the jungle scenery, because they're both free, and there's just not much going on. It's mostly just forest, It's got some rocks and crystals here and there, but it's super basic. Hard, like there's nothing in this water, if you can call it water. I don't know what it is. I mean, obviously the boats are gonna be there, but other than the boats, like there's usually something else, like a little island, but it's just boats, just empty water, just forests with a few like triangular rocks and crystals. Other than that, it does actually have custom tiles. It has custom music, no custom boats. Does the Epic Magic Scenery have custom boats? I actually don't even know. It does. Yes. Okay, Epic Magic Scenery has custom boats. But, I mean, it's still, like, okay, so objectively, it's not giving you much value. But some people really like the design of the magic scenery. Like, I think that actually looks really good. Like, it looks like a nice cozy village, and it also has like that kind of magical vibe. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to use magical again like that. I don't know. Magical vibe. Oh, actually, I didn't notice that witch statue over there. But yeah, that it looks really good as a scenery. It's just not giving much value. And it's pretty it's the same all the way around, just forest and rocks. So versus the spooky scenery definitely gives more value, and it has more going on. But they're so different that I feel like the decision would come down to whichever vibe you like more. Like even the Epic Magic Scenery, it looks similar. So yeah, do you like this lighter, like fun, this magical feel, or do you like the dark, spooky theme? Spooky gives you more value, so I would recommend that if you're looking for value. But I will say magic looks really good. So pick which vibe you want more and get that scenery. Yeah, I will leave the stream on the channel. Darker scene. So Sagittarius Dad, aka Snow Dog, says darker scenery is harder to zap accurately. I did not know that, because I don't use zaps, but I know you do. Wow. So I mean, if you're looking for an advantage, if that is true, then I would go for spooky or shadow, because that means it's going to be harder to zap. But that's very interesting. I did not know that. Right. Primal. Yeah, we did that. Let's see. Okay, we did magic versus spooky. There's a turtle RC and a magic RC. Yeah, is that what you were talking about? The hero with the spear, the royal champion? Okay, so you wanted the primal champion versus the magic champion. Oh, you called it clean instead of basic? Yeah, same. I guess that's the same. Clean sounds nicer. Okay. Oh, sorry, darkness. You meant epic magic. Okay. Well, let's quickly go over that. Still, I think it's going to come down to whichever vibe you like more. Do you like this brighter magical vibe, or do you like the spooky vibe? Again, it's pretty much, if you watched my review, it's crystals, trees, and triangles, and rocks. Pretty much all the way around. So it's consistent all the way around. It does have magic. It does have custom music, boats, tiles. So yeah, again, like whichever vibe you like more. I think this looks really good as a village. Spooky scenery, I guess, doesn't look as good. But yeah, whichever vibe you like more. Hope that helps. Okay, we were gonna do. What were we gonna do? Magic Champion versus Primal Champion. Not that. Here we go. Magic Champion versus Primal Champion. Primal. So Primal. Let's look objectively. Actually, I don't know if I have recorded the stats for the Primal or the Magic Champion yet. Oh, look at that! I did. I think. Yeah, I did. Wow. Didn't think. Oh, okay. The Warden was the one I haven't done yet. Okay. Primal Champion has almost 100% custom animations. She's missing a couple, her attacking and her ability. The Magic Champion does have 100% custom animations. The Primal Champion has one visual effect, and so does the Magic Champion. So they've tied there. And the Primal Champion is missing 3 sound effects. The Magic Champion is only missing 1 sound effect. So, objectively, the Magic Champion is a better skin. They both have excellent animations. They both have a pet also, which is interesting. She has a turtle, and she has some kind of magical bird. I think I like the design of the Magic Champion more than the Primal Champion. She just looks way cooler to use. Let's attack real quick. Do you think they'll fix the grass on the summer scenery? What do you mean, fix the grass? I don't think there's anything wrong with it, right? So Magic, she's got the white hair, white spear, contrasting with the black. She throws her bird, and the bird disappears. I never noticed that. Where does the bird go? So yeah, she looks pretty cool on the battlefield. I think I'm gonna say Magic, just because she looks way cooler, and she looks more like a warrior. That would be attacking. But let's quickly look at the Primal Champion. So ability, she throws her turtle. Yeah, I think the Magic Champion looks way better on the battlefield. So I'm gonna say Magic Champion, and she also is objectively a better skin. So that would be my recommendation. The green on the yellow, what's wrong with that? I like it. I mean, I like the little grass accents on the yellow sand. I think it looks good. I don't know. Okay, does anybody know where we can share concepts and ideas for hero skins and sceneries? Yes, I know the perfect place. I actually created a subreddit where you can, it's called r/Clash of Clans Cosmetics. You can post them on there. You can also post them in my Discord server. I have an art section, an art channel where you can post art. You could also just post it in the Clash of Clans subreddit. So those are all good places. But, I mean, I would love if you posted it in r/Clash of Clans Cosmetics or in my Discord server. I believe both of them are linked on my channel. Actually, the subreddit might not be. But my Discord server is definitely linked on my channel banner on the bottom right. And the subreddit, you can just search that on Reddit, r/Clash of Clans Cosmetics. Matteo, the green under the buildings, I think they did that on purpose because they have like the green mixed in with the sand over here, and then they also have it under the building. So I think that's purpose on that's a purposeful feature. Best king skin for gem. Party king not allowed. Probably party king. No, I'm just kidding. If I had to pick something other than the party king, I actually need to look at which skins are in the shop right now. Oh, see you later, Wolf. You're probably already gone, but see you later. So, Skeleton King is a really good one. Pirate King is a good one. There's no... Oh, they fixed it. Let's go. I was so annoyed by them putting random skins at the end. They would put like random like king and queen skins that had just been added to the shop at the end past the royal champion. It was so annoying, and they finally arranged them right. Thank you. Now all they need to do is arrange the sceneries correctly so that I can easily find them when I need to. Okay, so Skeleton King is probably my recommendation. If you're looking for an objectively good skin, the Clockwork is a really good one. Pirate's a really good one. But, oh, Jolly King is a pretty decent skin too. So I would recommend Skeleton King. All I want is to be able to change my CC troops in FC. What's FC? I don't know. Without having to delete and request again. I'm trying to figure out what FC is, but I can't figure it out. Alright. You like the Pixel King? Yeah, I love the look of the spawn barbs. It's the best troop skins in the game. Alright, I hope they bring back the shadow scenery. Yeah, I think they are. Let me see if I can share my screen. Give me a second. Reddit. Oh, wait. I want that. No, not that. There we go. Friendly challenges. Yes. Okay, that's what it is. Give me a second. So wait a minute. There we go. Okay. Wait, what is happening? Alright. I think that should work. So yeah, so Clash of Clans put out the poll. And so right now Primal's ahead, but then in this poll Shadow Scenery won. I actually voted for Snowday. But yeah, so Shadow Scenery is coming back sometime. I don't know when. Probably Primal Scenery coming back. Alright. Golem King versus Party versus Pirate. Okay. Golem, Party, Pirate. These are all good skins. So the Golem King is not my favorite, but it is a good skin. I know a lot of people love this skin. Let me give you the objective breakdown. So Golem King has got 100% custom animations. He only has one visual effect. What is that visual effect? It's his ability. I didn't know that. Actually, I did because I wrote it down. I just didn't remember that. No, that's not the Golem King. That's just... No, wait, that is the Golem King. He just lost his crown. Psych. Okay. Yeah, so he's got that thing at the top. Yeah, okay, so he's got an ability visual effect. And he has... Wait, where did he go? 100% custom sound effects. So this is an objectively very good skin. The Party King has 100% custom animations. I just lost it. Does not have any visual effect and 100% custom sound effects. So he's almost as good as the Golem King. And the Pirate King has 100% custom animations. He has a couple visual effects and almost 100% custom sound effects. So they're all pretty even. Golem King is probably number 3. Party King is probably number 2 for me, because I love the vibe of the Pirate King and I love his sound effects. I think they're way better than the Golem King sound effects. I like the design. It's a nice clean design. And then Party King has always been my favorite. So I would say Party King is number 1 for me. Pirate King is number 2. Golem King is number 3. But I would just pick whichever one you like more, because they're all such good skins. This is just my opinion, but yeah, just go with whichever one you like more, because they are all very close. Let's see. We don't know when Shadow is coming back. Or wait, are you talking about Shadow King? Golem King versus... Oh, we just did that one. Golem King versus Party versus Skeleton. Okay, Skeleton is... Okay, if we were doing Party, Pirate, Golem, and Skeleton, I would say Party is number 1. Skeleton, number 2. I just love this skin. The objective breakdown of the Skeleton is 100% custom animations, a couple visual effects, and no sound effects. So it's objectively not as good as the other skins, but I would put that as my number 2 skin. Not overall, just out of these 4 skins. Pirate number 3, Golem number 4. The 2 Halloween sceneries, we broke that down earlier in the stream. We also broke down Spooky versus Shadow earlier in the stream. So if you want to go back and find that, yeah, you can check that out. We did Spooky versus Pumpkin Graveyard. Samurai King, along with the armor and katana. Are you talking about this one? Yeah, this one might come back for Lunar New Year. You never know. Ice King versus Lunar King. Okay, so Lunar King, we'll do. Okay, so Ice King and Lunar King both have 100% custom animations. They both have a few visual effects. The Lunar King actually has 1 extra visual effect than the Ice King, but pretty close. But the Lunar King has 1 less sound effect than the Ice King. So they're pretty much objectively equal. This one is going to come down to which one you like more, because I love the Ice King. One of my all-time favorite skins. The Lunar King is also a really good skin, but I like the Ice King a lot more. Again, I think they're both pretty even. Personally, I would pick the Ice King, but, you know, again, your opinion. Whichever one you like more, pick that one, because they're both very, very close. If you want my opinion, it's the Ice King. What time is it over here? It's 10:30 a.m. Jungle Queen versus Pirate versus Ice. Jungle, Pirate, Ice. So the Ice Queen has 100% custom animations. She's got a couple visual effects and no custom sound effects. The Pirate Queen has 100% custom animations, just like the Ice Queen. Does not have any visual effects or sound effects. So the Pirate Queen is objectively a little worse than the Ice Queen. Jungle Queen, same deal. 100% custom animations, that's it. So Pirate and Jungle are objectively equal. Ice Queen is a little bit better than them. And Ice Queen is also my favorite. So Ice Queen, I love the ice style skin, so she's definitely my favorite. Then it's probably the Pirate. Man, Jungle and Pirate are really close. But I think I would have to pick the Pirate Queen if that's the only skin I could pick. And then Jungle Queen is probably number 3. So Ice number 1, Pirate number 2, Jungle number 3 in my opinion. Pirate and Jungle are really close, but I would definitely recommend Ice Queen. Shadow Queen. Rahul, what's up? Sorry, that's a late response, but what's up? So if you want to put Shadow Queen in there, this is also a really good skin. I love this skin. I think this would probably be number 2 after Ice Queen. Like, Shadow Queen has got 100% custom animations. She's got 1 visual effect and a few sound effects. So is that better than the Ice Queen? The Ice Queen has... That's actually better than the Ice Queen. But I don't like the design as much. So it would probably be Ice, number 1, then Shadow, then Pirate, then Jungle. Do you think Shadow Queen will be in the store next month? Well, there's a easy way to find out. Shadow Queen came in the Gold Pass on January 2022, which means she's coming back in January 2023. Shadow Scenery versus Tiger Mountain Scenery. So Shadow Scene, these are both pretty dark sceneries. This one is definitely darker. Shadow is definitely a lot darker. This one has custom boats and custom tiles and custom music. Wait, what was it? The Tiger Mountain Scenery does not. Tiger Mountain Scenery has custom... It doesn't even have custom boats, I don't think. Let's find it. Yeah, it does not have custom... Oh, it does, sorry. They both have custom boats, custom tiles, but the Shadow Scenery has custom music. I would probably pick the Shadow Scenery just because I like it more and I think it gives you more value. It also has that 3D effect. There's like a statue right there. And then over on the other side, there's like a little island that has that parallax effect. So Shadow Scenery gives you more value and I like the design better. So yeah, I'd probably pick this one. Nithu, what's up? I'm doing well. How are you doing? Yeah, it's always a year. So Gold Pass skins are always a year, not legendary or standard skins. Those we're not 100% sure about, but Gold Pass, it's always a year. 1 year later, it comes back to the shop for gems. So if you guys are wondering just about a single skin, in my opinion, I've made a video on most skins on my channel. So just search it up on my channel. You'll find a breakdown of individual skins. So let's look at the which one was I gonna do? I guess we'll do Magic Warden versus Champion versus Shadow. So Magic versus Champion versus Shadow. All legendaries. I was gonna do an objective breakdown, but I haven't recorded all the stats of the Magic Warden. I need to get on that, but we can break down the other ones. So Champion Warden has 100% animations, quite a few visual effects actually, and quite a few sound effects. The Shadow Warden has 100% custom animations. He has quite a few sound effects and visual effects, so they're pretty much even. I think the Champion Warden has slightly more effects than the Shadow Warden, and I also like the design better. I'm not a big fan of the Shadow Warden design, but I know a lot of people are. I love the design of the Magic Warden, and the Champion Warden is a pretty good design too. I would probably pick the Magic Warden as my number 1 skin. This is going to come down to your opinion because they're all mostly even skins as far as effects go. I would pick Magic Warden as my number 1, Champion Warden as my number 2, and Shadow Warden as my number 3. Ooh, nice, Nathu. You took my advice. I'm glad you feel good about the purchase, because I think that's one thing I try to help people do, is to not regret the purchase like a while after they've purchased it. Because even though, yeah, I'm just giving my opinion and trying to give an objective opinion also, still, that's really what I want to help people do, like not regret their purchase when they buy skins. Will Pumpkin Graveyard return? No clue. Actually, so that poll that we were looking at, just a second. I think the Pumpkin Graveyard was one of those, the options, and it did not get voted. Yeah, so Pumpkin Graveyard only got 11%. That was actually the second lowest voted scenery, so probably not going to come back anytime soon, unfortunately for many. Pumpkin one is 10%. I saw 12% on my, no, it's 10% on mine. I mean, it's 11%, but it's probably slightly, it's close enough. Shadow and Primal will come back soon, probably. Is it possible for you to do an attack? I could. It is definitely possible. 9th versus 10th anniversary. So we did that. I think that was like the first one we did on stream. So you can go right to the beginning. Check out the 9th versus the 10th Clashiversary Scenery. Skeleton versus Clockwork versus Jungle King. Skeleton versus, where's the skeleton? Versus Clockwork versus Jungle. Jungle, not my favorite. Skeleton King has 100% custom animations, a couple visual effects, and no sound effects. Clockwork King has 100% custom animations like the Skeleton King, no visual effects, but a bunch of sound effects. So Clockwork King is definitely better than the Skeleton King. And then Jungle King has 100% custom animations, no visual effects, no sound effects. So Jungle King and Skeleton King are almost equal. But okay, so Jungle King is the least value. Skeleton King is the next up in value, and then Clockwork gets you the most value. I'm gonna say Jungle King is the worst. It just doesn't give you value, and it looks pretty bad. Skeleton King, I would have to pick the Skeleton King over Clockwork. As much as I like the Clockwork King, the Skeleton King is such a good skin for me. So it'd definitely be Skeleton, then Clockwork, and I would not recommend Jungle. Unless you love it, but yeah, nah, wouldn't recommend Jungle. So Skeleton King and Clockwork King are definitely the best. I would pick Skeleton just because I like it so much. Champion King versus Magic King versus Lunar King. Champion King. Why can't I? Oh yeah, I can't find him because he looks different than the other ones. The other ones have are mostly black. No. I don't know. I always have trouble finding him. I don't know why. Best pay-to-win skin? That doesn't exist. Pay-to-win doesn't exist in Clash of Clans. Unless it's true that it's harder to zap buildings with a dark scenery. Like if you have the shadow scenery, some people say it's harder to attack a dark scenery. But there's no pay-to-win skin. Alright, anyway, champion, what was it? Versus Magic versus Lunar. Alright, so champion, it's a pretty good design. It's got 100% custom animations, a ton of visual effects, and about 50-50 with sound effects. And then Lunar has got 100% custom animations, quite a few visual effects, and almost 100% custom sound effects, except for his knockout. And then Magic has 100% custom animations, a couple visual effects, and quite a few sound effects. I don't really like the design. Well, the Champion King design is pretty good. It's not my favorite, but it's pretty good. Lunar King is also a really good skin. I do like the design. I like the design of the Magic King also. So I always ask myself, if I could pick one of these skins and this is the only skin I could ever pick, I would have to go in the order of Magic King number 1, Lunar King number 2, and Champion King number 3. That's my opinion. All of these are very close. Objectively, they're very close. So it really comes I hate to say this every time, but it really just comes down to which one you like more. My opinion is Magic number 1, Lunar number 2, Champion number 3. Hope that helps. How does my base defend? Honestly, no clue. I don't keep track of how badly I'm getting beat. And plus I'm always jumping around in leagues, so it's not like I'm in Legends League and I'm tracking how many trophies I'm losing each day. There's no way to say for sure. All I do is casually play Clash of Clans. All right. I think I already did Shadow versus Pirate versus Ice. I did that just a few minutes ago. Can we see how your clan is doing in CWL? I think we are doing good. But I don't know if I want to leak my clan. Oh wait, it's already leaked. Fine, I'll show you. We got promoted. We were number 1. And that was no thanks to me. I basically got a low percentage 2-star every single time. It was pretty bad. Pretty bad. I did not do well, but they carried me. Do you use the same base on Town Hall 13? Nope. There's way more buildings at Town Hall 15 than there are at Town Hall 13. Alright. Let's do a few more. Let's do... Okay, let's do Epic Winter versus Snowday. I don't think we did that one. I don't think we've done anything with Epic Winter. But we have talked about Snowday a lot. Epic Winter. It's not as epic as it sounds. It was epic back in the day. So, this one has a lot of empty space. It's a pretty good scenery. I'm not a fan of the green and then like the winter on the outside. It just doesn't look that good to me. It does have some pretty cool Easter eggs. It's a decent scenery, probably A tier for me. It has custom music, and I'm pretty sure the custom music is exactly the same as the Snowday scenery. It does not have custom boats or custom tiles. So let's look at the Snowday scenery. Custom boats, custom tiles, also custom music. I'm pretty sure it's the same as the Epic. But this one has got a lot more going on. I feel like it's filled in much better, but not too noisy. And I love the vibe more. I love how the whole thing is icy blue instead of green and blue. I'm not a fan of that. So I would say this one gets you more value for sure. And I love the design way better. It just like doesn't clash with the village like the other one does with the green and the blue. It all kind of all melds together well. Definitely Snowday. IMO, yeah. IMO, in my opinion. For the longest time, I never knew what that meant. That acronym, that abbreviation, IMO. I was like, what does that mean? But it means in my opinion, in case anybody was wondering. Party King versus Beat King. Which one is more value? So if you just want value, Beat King. Let's try to compare these simultaneously. Okay, they both have 100% custom animations. All right, they're equal with that. The Beat King has quite a few visual effects, which the Party King does not have. And the Party King has more sound effects than the Beat King, although it's super close. It's just the knockout sound effect that's not custom on the Beat King. Beat King objectively has better value than the Party King. Champion King or Champion Queen versus Warrior Queen. So Champion Queen I think gives better value because the Warrior Queen was the very first legendary skin, fun fact. So she doesn't have as many features. So Champion Queen, or sorry, let's start with Warrior Queen. Yes. Wait, we can do them simultaneously. Okay, they both have 100% custom animations. Although I will say, the Warrior Queen's animations, some of them are like so similar to the Champion or the default animations that it's hard to tell the difference. Okay? But they do have 100% custom animations. The Champion Queen has a few more visual effects than the Warrior Queen. And the Warrior Queen... Wait, the Champion Queen has way more sound effects than the Warrior Queen. So objectively, the Champion Queen is much better than the Warrior Queen, and I would say her design is also better. Like, first of all, this animation is way better. Look how long this lasts, and just, it's much more elaborate than this animation where she just looks at you, pounds her chest, and then grabs her bow again. Like, this one is way better. And she spawns custom troops. The Champion Queen spawns custom troops, whereas the Warrior Queen does not. That's another plus. Yeah, no custom troops. So I would say Champion Queen all the way. She looks a lot better. She has better value. Alright. Autumn versus Ice versus Shadow. So Autumn, Ice, Shadow. So earlier we went over the Shadow and the Ice, and I put Ice at number 1 and Shadow at number 2, and I think we'll stick with that, and then we'll put Autumn at number 3. The Autumn Queen has... she does not have 100% custom animation. She's missing a walking animation, and attacking looks almost the same as a default. No, oh wait, she does have some visual effects, but she does not have sound effects. So the Autumn Queen is definitely not that good of value. So yeah, that's how I would rank them. I would put Ice Queen definitely number 1, Shadow Queen number 2, Autumn Queen at number 3. Alright, let's do... Is the Shadow Scenery worth buying? I made a video about it. It's on my channel. Not that hard to find. You can literally just search, should you buy the Shadow Scenery? Question mark. And then my video pops up, and you can get my opinion on it. You can also get other people's opinions on it. There's a lot of videos. Actually, not that many. Yeah, actually there are. There are a lot of Shadow Scenery reviews that you can watch. Oh, wow. 40, I don't actually know what that currency is, and I don't know how much it is in English. Oh, it looks like it's 50 cents. Okay, 50 cents USD. Snowday Scenery. I just did this one, but I'll do it again because you donated. Snowday versus Epic Winter. Yeah, that's 50 cents USD. Nice. Okay, so Snowday... Yeah, Snowday is a very good scenery. S tier for me, probably. Custom tiles. Wait, let me exit so I can show you custom boats. Custom boats. And custom music. I think that Snowday and Epic Winter are the same music. But I love this one because it's very consistent all the way through. Like the icy blue theme. And it has these nice contrasting colors, like the warm lighting. Like there's the orange over here. There's some more orange lights over here. It's filled in very well. I think I said like it's got houses. It's got this maze right up here. It's got these castles with the little houses shooting off of it. Village down here. So yeah, this one is a great scenery. If we compare that to the Epic Winter Scenery, the thing I don't like about the Epic Winter Scenery, and of course this is just my opinion, is the green clashing with the blue. Like the Snowday is blue all the way through, and it looks so much better. But this one with the green and like no custom tiles, I don't like that. It also is kind of boring in some places. Like the top left is just an ice cliff. That's it. It's got a few little trees and rocks, but pretty boring. Down at the bottom, there's a lot of just trees where I feel like they could have filled it in with more things. I do like this purple elixir. I don't know if it's elixir, but it's like a purple pinkish river. Then they got another castle up here at the top. This one does not have custom boats. It does not have custom tiles. So Snowday, I would definitely say, is a better scenery than the epic winter scenery. Snowday. So you want me to make a hero skin sets video? I don't really want to make a video on it, but I might just stream myself ranking them, and that might be next week's stream. I might just rank all the hero skin sets next week, and it will be on the channel afterwards, so you'll be able to watch it back if you missed the stream. So you want a comparison between two Halloween sceneries? I did that earlier in the stream. I think that was near the beginning. Yeah. So I did the spooky versus pumpkin graveyard. So best queen skin for 1500 gems. I already compared the two Halloween sceneries. That was earlier in the stream. Best queen skin, in my opinion, is probably the Ice Queen. Yeah, Ice Queen is the best right now. What's up, Super Wizard 2.0? Alright. Yes, I do have every skin. I need to have, actually, technically, I don't have the Pirate Champion, but she's coming soon. Almost there. I need 710 more points. But yeah, I need to make the videos for you guys, so that's why I have every single skin. Best king skin, party. So yeah, do you play any other games besides Clash of Clans? I play Brawl Stars mainly. I've dabbled in Fortnite and T3 Arena. I played a few rounds of Free Fire, but mostly just Brawl Stars and Clash of Clans. Favorite skins to use? Pixel. Pixel skins are the best. Give us a room tour. Maybe at like 100,000 subscribers. I don't know. Maybe 50K. Not right now though. It's not even that interesting. But Pumpkin Graveyard, when is that available? No clue. We don't know if that's coming back. Do I visit viewers' bases? I've done that on some streams, and I may do it again. But yeah, so I think that's all we're gonna do for today's stream. If you would like to do this again, just let me know in a comment. Like, comment on this stream, because I'll see that. If you put it in the chat, I probably won't. 15,000? No way. That's too close. I'm about to hit 11,000. 15,000 is too close. So yeah, just leave a comment. I stream Fridays at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next Friday we should be streaming, but the Friday after that we will not. I will be gone. So we're not going to do that Friday, but yep, working on a video right now. Should be out next week. Thank you for everybody who joined the stream. Appreciate all of you. Yes, I have played Free Fire, but yeah. So if you have another scenery versus scenery or skin versus skin that you want me to review, leave it in a comment. and I will see you